So instinct always says turn a chair up when you first look at it. It's just a sort of habit, really, to look underneath. And you can see here quite clearly where the cross bases here have been replaced. I mean, that wood there, the contrast of that wood is completely different to the side rails and looks like a new piece of timber. There's no attempt at anything but a good, honest replacement there, which is very, very typical. I suspect this has been done relatively recently.
3 years ago.
About 3 years ago, right. So it's a nice, honest replacement. Let's just put him on his feet. That is such a good-looking chair. It really is a good-looking chair. But look at this. This is great, though. Oh, that's wonderful. That,
yes.
Yeah.
That's extraordinary to see that. So lovely piercing, almost like a pear drop, with that acanthus leading up to what is the hangover, the vestiges of what was known as a Shepherd's Crook arm terminal. Lovely sort of rococo scroll and this nice shape here. That's wonderful. I mean, that's really unusual to see that. In fact, now my eye catches other things as we go down. This typical, known wrongly, I think, as Chinese Chippendale, perhaps. This type of blind fretwork, as it's called, on that leg. That's wonderful, front leg there. That's great. It's a very good-looking chair, but tell me what its history is.
Well, my husband, when he was a child, remember his grandfather sitting in this chair. And apparently it belonged to his own grandfather before him. And then eventually we found it 3 years ago, after my father-in-law died, in a room, all in bits practically, and...
Really?
It was only saved because my grandfather was, I suppose, a peasant farmer in a sense, had no interest in material things, and as he was dying, he asked my mother to look after his chair. And so I had a soft spot for it, so I kept the bits.
Right. Thank heavens you've saved it, because 20, 30, 40 years ago, it might have been thrown away, the chair. Nobody would have bothered to keep it. But it's such a good-looking chair. I mean, this sort of thing it's often called, there's one famous name, obviously, the sort of person who made this, Mr. Chippendale, Thomas Chippendale. But in fact, this style is really much, or quite a little bit earlier. It predates Chippendale. There's somebody called de la Cour who did a book of engravings, of designs, which you could buy, very much as Chippendale did in the 50s, but in the 1740s, designs of a similar nature. And then other makers in England would buy those designs, somebody called Copeland, later on Inson Mayhew, Robert Manwaring. They're all names which one has to use alongside Chippendale. It's not all exclusively Chippendale's own work. It does pose a problem because it's been sympathetically restored, but not professionally restored. No, and that makes it difficult for me to value. I'm sure you realise that chairs like this in original condition are worth a lot of money. £10,000 each, £15,000 each, in fact more for pairs of chairs like this. I think you've got to insure it for £6,500, £7,500, something like that. Even in its present state. Because it's all there.
Yes.
It's all there. It's a genuine chair, and the more I looked at it, the more I realised that those are the original pieces, which makes all the difference to being replacement pieces. Thank heavens you saved it. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.